This morning, we've got really beautiful weather today and happy you're all here. I'd like to start by welcoming Delegate Brian McHale, who's joining us. He's a resident of Locust Point. We're happy to have him here with us.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
What a absolutely fabulous day that God has given us here today to announce the candidacy of Luke Clippinger for House of Delegates. How about a big hand? I've had the great pleasure and the honor of knowing Luke for quite some time now. He's a nearby neighbor of mine, and I got to meet him through his community activist role in his own neighborhood that I represent, along with Pete Hammen and Senator Della on the other side of the harbor, which is, I got to tell you, not to digress, but just a little bit, we have what is the envy of Baltimore City and the state of Maryland in the great 46th district. We're standing in probably one of the finest parks in the nation, and we have the greatest schools in the state because of the hard work that we have done as a team. Pete Hammen, George Della, myself. I mean, this doesn't happen by circumstance. You have to be out there working every day, and I recognize that right away in Luke Clippinger. He's a hard-working guy, does a great job in the state's attorney's office, brings his knowledge and experience with public safety, which is so vital in the legislature, if you can do that in your work in the legislature. But he's familiar with not only the district, but he's very familiar with Baltimore's neighborhoods. And that's vitally important and critical to be effective in Annapolis. And it's also vitally important and critical that we have a governor that we can work with. Through our work with our governor, our state has really led the nation in so many ways, including health opportunities, educational opportunities, job opportunities, lovely parks like Patterson Park. The list goes on. And I know that by having Luke Clippinger work along with us, with Della and McHale and Hammen and Clippinger as a team, we're going to get great things done and continue to do the great work that you expect of us in Annapolis and in our communities. It is now my great pleasure to introduce to you someone I really admire and respect. He does an exemplary job, both as the chairman of the Health Committee and as one of your delegates and representatives in Annapolis, working with the communities each and every day, as we all do. My dear friend, Pete Hammen.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful day. I've been asked a couple of times since Luke joined the ticket, why did you pick Luke Clippinger? And that's an easy question to answer. He's smart, thoughtful, works hard, has a lot of energy, and most important, he cares. He cares. Talked a little bit about the change in Annapolis with a lobbyist who has some background. His name's Dennis Rasmussen. Used to be in the state Senate. He was chairman of the Senate Finance Committee at one time. He was the county executive for Baltimore County. And I asked him, what's the difference between, he's actually a lobbyist now, what's the difference between Annapolis now and Annapolis when you served? And he said, Pete, the issues are far more complex. Far more complex. And the caliber of the delegates and the senators that come and represent the issues for the citizens state, people just come and they're so much more better prepared. And that's Luke Clippinger. Luke Clippinger has already knocked on 6,500 doors in the district. He's got so much energy. And the glue that really binds all those qualities is the fact that he cares so much. He cares about a clean and healthy environment. He cares that people have access to affordable and quality health care. He wants to make sure that our children get a quality education. He wants to ensure that our juvenile justice system operates appropriately. He wants to make sure that government is efficient and effective. And with that, I'd like to introduce the next state delegate from District 46, our good friend, Luke Clippinger.